For many of you, when you started this whole trading adventure, you thought it was going to be easy. You started following MMT. MMT made a lot of sense to you. You're thoughtful people. The very fact that you started following MMT shows that you are thoughtful people with self esteem who are able to step away from the crowd and seek out the truth. That's good. Maybe you had some initial trading success. Everything went exactly the way I said it was going to go for the first time, and maybe several in a row. And for the first time, you started to experience success in a way that you never did before. And you thought, hey, this is going to be so easy. Mike is right. The 100% is always wrong. I go against them. MMT is so logical. It is so rational. This is like taking candy from a baby. And maybe, admittedly, sometimes perhaps I oversimplified it or mocked it in a way that suggested, we just go out there and take the money, which we do. But I think now some of you are realizing that this is not as easy as you thought. As a matter of fact, this is hard. It's damn hard. And the hard part, as I have been saying over and over, is really the mental aspect of this, the emotional aspect of this. Managing that, managing the stress, managing the anxiety, managing sometimes the, for lack of a better word, the boredom or the listlessness that comes along with periods when there is no movement, or worse, when there is movement, extreme movement, acute movements against your positions, your investments. And you see that it is hard. But you want to know something? Hard is good. Hard is good. You want hard. You want to embrace hard. The harder that it is, the better for you. You want to know why? Because most people are not going to take it. And that difficulty, that toughness, that anxiety, that stress, that emotion that they create within themselves by projecting, their own feelings on the market, by projecting into the future, by feeling out of control. Those are things, once you understand it, those are things that you can take advantage of. Those are the things that put the money in your account and put the profits in your pockets. Okay? Those are the things. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find anything of value in this world. They're not just laying there in the street. If they were laying there in the street, they wouldn't be worth anything. Hard is getting through that difficulty is what is required in anything that leads to success. Yeah, this game is hard. And let me tell you something. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. And I'm going to tell you, it never gets easy. Just understand this. It never gets easy. Never gets easy. Yeah, you're going to go through periods where one trade after another, boom, 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 it's going to be like hitting a home run. You're going to feel like Reggie Jackson in the 1977 World Series, New York Yankees against the Dodgers, 3 home runs in one game. Okay? Everything you touch is going to go immediately in your favor, and you're going to be thinking, this game is a piece of cake. I got this locked up, sewed up. I own this game. But then you're going to get into periods where it's going to rip your freaking guts out. And you're going to have to be able to pull up the resilience and the resistance and the focus and the discipline and the strength to get you through. I talked yesterday about not overthinking, our addiction to overthinking. That is a killer. That is a killer. We do not control the markets. We cannot control the markets. We can only control ourselves, and we can control our thoughts. To inject unnecessary emotion onto yourself for no reason whatsoever. Why? Because the market is sitting here static and you're getting nervous and you're getting worried and you're thinking maybe I should sell out and this is not working and this was a waste of time. That exposes a weakness. That exposes a lack of patience. That exposes the fact that you have failed to put yourself in the moment. The most important thing, I'm going to say it again, this game will never get easy. If you're looking for something easy that's going to pile up money in your bank account, well, good luck with that. Maybe run for politics. I don't know. And you could scam your way to the top. I don't know. You take big chances doing that too. If you find something, let me know. I like this game because it is very lucrative. It is an intellectual challenge that I love. It is also a challenge that makes me just a sharper, better human being. If you really want it, it's there for you. But you have to understand, it's never going to get easy. It's never going to get easy. And once you accept that, it's like crossing over into another state and moving forward and just kind of shed the false expectation that, hey, this is going to be a piece of cake. I'm going to pile up all this money. That's immature. That's childish. You want it tough. You want it really, really hard, because that in itself will tell you that most people will not be able to do it. And those are the people we're going to take the money from. They go out there, think about it, with a chart and a ruler or whatever, or on a computer, they're drawing some lines, and to them, that's enough. That's all they need to do. They don't need MMT. They don't need fundamental understanding. They don't need mental game. All they're doing is drawing a line on something. Think about it. And 99%, 100% of the people in this game go into it with that. And then they wonder, why are we losing? Why are we losing? Very few people will break out of that behavior and seek out something different. And even fewer, like yourselves, who have come over to me and developed an interest in MMT and then followed me with the mental game. You're like the 1/100th of 1%. Really. It's almost like a group that people say, well, you hardly have any subscriptions. No shit. I'm not going to have a lot of subscriptions on this channel. Very few people think like this. They're okay with losing. They're addicted to losing, as long as their losses happen with the company of many, many others. And that's always the case, because then they could say, well, that happened to everybody. That happened to everybody. You can't blame me. That happened to everybody. Losers. We are the lions. We are the wolves. We are the apex predators. If it's hard, it's good. Make it really, really hard. I want it really, really hard. Difficult. As hard as you can throw at me, because I'll get through it, I'll master it, and I'll come out on top every single time. Every single time. That's the way you got to look at it. Make it really hard. Make the market tough as hell. I love it. I love it.